person, whether you're abroad, whether you're a Nigerian living abroad and you want to invest back home, whether you're a foreigner living here, whether you're a stay-at-home mom looking for something you can do, I got you today. Then bring and then you sell it to people. Let me tell you, you make a lot of money. If you knew the price of, if you have the capacity to source solar. Hi guys, how are you doing, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time to see me, my name is Rachel Patrick and I'm a Kenyan mom of two who lives in Lagos, Nigeria with her family. So today I'm going to be talking about 10 or so business ideas, small to medium based business ideas which you can do here in Lagos, and I believe that they can thrive because it's something that I've experienced, we've watched, and then we also have this team where we talk about some of these things, brainstorm, and I feel like these are some of the gaps which are very interesting, and I know that you can make some good money in this field. If you see me looking down, just know that I'm going through my notes because I put them down here on paper so that I can state them appropriately. Hi, and before we go on, please remember to subscribe down below and turn on the notification bell so that when I upload a video, you are among the first people to watch it. First up, on the first businesses that you can run, you can start a good nanny agency which is very reliable. Now what do I mean by this? I know there are many, but let me tell you that women and mothers are looking for good, dependable, reliable, trained, and sometimes it gets to a point that people don't really even care about the salary they are going to quote or whatever. Somebody just wants someone good enough to care for their kids. If you're a business person, whether you're abroad, whether you're a Nigerian living abroad and you want to invest back home, whether you're a foreigner living here, whether you're a stay-at-home mom looking for something you can do, I got you today. There's a difference between having a nanny agencies. I know they are there, but I know the operationality of these nanny agencies, especially most of which we as mothers, and you can agree with me if you're a mother or a guardian or a parent who has been looking for a nanny in Lagos, Nigeria. First off, the nannies that we get here, most of them lack proper training. They lack just the basic training that somebody needs when they are working in such an environment like a homestead. So they need to have maybe good grammar, English, so that at least they can help your kids. You know, most of them have not gone beyond maybe senior school, or some did not even finish junior school, some dropped out, and that doesn't mean that they cannot do the nanny job properly. So what you do, you're going to start an agency, provide training for these people. You can also register your agency properly so that you can do proper due diligence so that you can have a reliable farm. You know, most people are actually having these nanny agencies, but let me tell you, they don't do background checks. I have lived with an imposter for what, 1.5 years. I'll give you that story in my next video. Please stay tuned. Remember to subscribe so that you can see that video, because I feel like they just want the money because there's a commission for it, and they don't care who they are pushing out to people. If you have these reliable agencies that is doing proper background checks, you're training your people, you can teach them how to care for children. If somebody is into cleaning, teach them how to properly clean a home, and just observe them. And when you start a business where mothers especially can trust you enough to say, this person, I know them, they recommend the best of the best, so go to them, because nanny agencies thrive on referrals, that I promise you. The second business that you can do is logistics and delivery, which I feel like they are there, yes, but I mean in terms of sourcing. Yes, people are delivering goods and stuff, we have the riders and whatever, but that's not what I mean. I mean that you can have your own company. Either maybe you source, for example, food. So personally, I don't, and I feel like there are so many other women who do not go to all the way to my 2, or they go to, and I'm speaking based on Lagos. Please, if it's another state, you know exactly what is going on in your state. And by the way, these businesses apply everywhere in Kenya, wherever. just where you are, you know that this is a business which is applicable where you are. So probably I need like a native chicken. Getting native chicken around here is not easy. That's where you're coming. I need something like affordable tomatoes, affordable onions, just affordable things which are quality and organic. You can come in and do that. Let's say I need something like you can what do I need? Just home appliances, things which are sourced from far. You can be the one sourcing and delivering these things at a commission. You just agree with the owner, okay, this is the fee, this is the amount, this is what you're going to pay. You send them the details and they're like, okay, let me go there, let me source. They pay you. Your money is just for the logistics, right? It's a very nice business that you can do whether you have money or not. Don't say I don't got you. I got you, my people. This other business which I feel like it's very much profitable here, even between Lagos and Nairobi, I feel like Airbnbs would thrive more here because we have the population and they have not. You see, like in Kenya, the Chinese have all sorts of buildings there. They are many, like it's crowded. Nigerians mostly do a business of real estate, renting and selling, you know. But the B&B, I know they're there, they're done, but they pay very well, especially if you have an offshore account and you can manage to sign up with the Airbnb. The risks are there, but I feel like going into Airbnb/shortlet apartments is something that you can do, especially those of you who are maybe abroad, those of you who are maybe at home, like you have time to do these things. And maybe even if you're working, investing in an Airbnb in Lagos, that is, you can rent or you can buy if you want to. But for me, if I was to do it, I would probably go into rent and then put it for shortlet. Right, go do your research on that one, and then if you feel like it's something you can do, although you need quite some good capital, especially here in Lagos Island. I don't know about the mainland, but I believe that you need some good capital because of furnishing and what have you. But once you get it sorted, it's more of service. The services you offer, just make sure that your business is unique. And customer service is what makes your business sell more than anything else. Because let me tell you, these businesses are there, but the problem is some people, or rather most of these businesses, they have poor customer service. And for me, if you treat me badly, I will not come back. So I'll definitely be looking for another person. And this is the problem, where you have small people doing something or very little, just like quite a number you can name the businesses who offer such kind of services. So it becomes a bit difficult for us as consumers, because you keep going to the same people, and at some point you feel like, do I even need this service in the first place? So if you can be unique in your own way in that market, you are going to grow and thrive. So the next one, which I feel like each and every person can do, but this is limited to people who may have access to land. And by access to land, I mean that maybe you own land, or you can lease a good piece of land, whether close to just outside Lagos State. I know there is it Ogun State, which is neighboring the other states. I know Plateau State is very, very fertile and it rains a lot. I don't know the others, you can name them, but more so in the north. If you can find a way to get a good piece of land where you're going to start doing agriculture, don't do what everybody else is doing. Don't go and grow yam. Don't go and do cassava. Do not go and do onions. Not onions. Don't go and do tomatoes. Go and do things which are there in scarce. And I'm telling you to bring those things to Lagos. This is the center of business. That is what I believe. And I feel like if you can, for example, let me give you a basic example. And I've seen a Kenyan man actually doing, let me try, if I find the video I can put it here or something. He grows bell peppers. And bell peppers are very, very expensive. I've tried to grow my own on my balcony. If I get a good piece of land, yeah, I can do farming very well. But I feel like these things, sourcing and getting them is very expensive. Go and identify that one thing that has money and is in high demand and bring it here. Onions here are expensive. Bring onions. Bring things like potatoes. Irish potatoes are expensive, not the sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes are there throughout. Just go and identify these foods which are there in scarce or are considered quote unquote imported foods, because I believe that they can do here very well if you get your research right, if you have good rains, if you have good modes or methods of transportation from wherever to here. I know there are very many challenges which face agriculture and farmers, but it's a very good business. Trust me, if you can get your produce to Lagos, you're going to make good money, especially if you are doing organic. For example, by the way, if you are doing organic farming, let me know. Drop your business down below in the comment section. I will be very happy to look at it, because I feel like I need to be buying from organic farmers, and people are changing such that now people are more cautious of what they are eating. For me personally, I don't do broiler chicken. I don't do that fattened whatever chicken. I don't eat chicken mostly when I'm here, because I've tried to find the native chicken. I haven't. Please, if you know where I can get it, let me know and I will patronize you for sure. The other business which you can do, it's you can try and have niche based restaurants, and by this I mean it's something which I've thought about myself to do for a long time, and I feel like one day I'm going to do that. I'm going to open a Kenyan restaurant in Nigeria. If you are Ugandan, bring us a restaurant with Ugandan foods, or you can partner with someone and do such kind of a business. Is it risky? Yes, but if you're going to do something which is unique and good, it will pick up nicely, because mostly we have Japanese restaurant, Chinese restaurant. Most of them, they offer, so to say, local cuisines. But if you can have, or even a fast, what do I call it, a fast food area, like with coffee, like Java, so to say, just a nice place, affordable, and which is like for the medium. Don't just target the rich, target the medium, middle class. It's the medium, the middle class, because that's where the money is. These are the people who are going to buy from you. You can have a South African restaurant. I haven't seen one. I believe there should be something, but even when tourists come, when people come, or when people are going to visit places over the weekend, and you just have to be good at marketing, if somebody is going to be coming and they're like, okay babe, let's go to this Kenyan restaurant, let's go and taste Kenyan food. Those, I wouldn't really say it's something good to try in Kenya, because we have them. We have almost all foods from wherever, but in Lagos, I feel like we still have a good niche for that. The other business would be a personal shopper. Now, whether you are here locally, whether you are abroad, in fact, if you are abroad, you can be a very successful personal shopper, especially for international brands, or shopping for people from places like Amazon. Like in these shops that we know very well, we cannot be able to order from. And this place here, people spend money, and I don't mean only here. You could be delivering these products to Port Harcourt, wherever, or even if you're in Kenya or in another country, but I'm just talking based on what I've seen in Lagos, Nigeria, because some of the logistics services here can be bad, for lack of a better word. And if you are able to source cheaply, get a small commission, tell somebody this is how much. Don't be selfish, don't be greedy. Do not be greedy if you want to make money in the personal shopper business, because trust me, people have patience to wait for over a month for their item to arrive. But if you can be that person who can source and deliver within a week, you can do it. Now, that is for people who are outside there, internationally or globally. Let's talk about people who are here at home. I just mentioned about logistics and whatever. I could be having a personal shopper, somebody who would run an errand in the supermarket, right? If I don't want to run to the supermarket, because ordering from Jumia is another whole story. Let's say we have XYZ whose role is to go shop around for the good things or the good quality food products, or you can go buy, even if you're going to buy them in Balogun, say I need good dishes and utensils, especially these markets that people don't want to go to. Be the personal shopper. Start a bit, start small. You don't even need capital for this one. You just need to build a brand good enough that you are able to source the best of the best. You'll be paid for your services, and people will be more than happy to pay you for such kind of a job, right? You know what you can source for. Maybe I want good quality cooking pots. You know where to go and find them. You know how all the areas where people don't know. Like, yeah, I don't have anything better to say about that. The other business you can start is a car wash plus a detailing place. Now, then you can also add carpet cleaning and vacuuming, which this one can fall into home cleaning and what have you. But car wash has are there in Nigeria in plenty, and I believe they are car washes, but they are very pricey. You see, there's no problem with water here. Water is there in plenty. Set it up somewhere. Just find a field if you can. Lease, rent the field, and put up like a roof, just a structure there. Have the necessary vacuums for the car, and charge the normal price that people charge for car wash. Say you can. Don't be greedy. I know. Do that, and just build your brand small, and you see your business thriving. If you're really looking for something to do, you can start a car wash. Another business that you can run is, of course, home and office cleaning, and like coming to fumigate. You have all these services under one roof. They are there, but exaggerated, too pricey. Let me tell you, if you want to beat this market, do a business of margin. That is what I always tell. We talk about that with my husband a lot. Don't do losses, of course. Make sure you're making profits. But if you can come to my house, clean, dust down my closet, fold the clothes, put them back, clean everywhere, dust, clean the curtains, carpets, you vacuum them, they dry, you put them back, like one whole day, you clean everywhere. I know those ones are there, but they are pricey. If you can come up with a good business model that is going to help you to succeed in such kind of a business, please go ahead and do it. The next other business would be relocation services. Now, I'm talking about movers. For example, say I want to move from here to Ikoyi, or to move from here, say I want to move from here to Lekki, for example. I want to start living in Lekki, or I want to start living in Banana, I want to start living in BI, or I want to start living in Chevron, I want to start living in Aja, I just built a house there. You can acquire these lorries, which are covered, I don't know what to call them, the trucks. You can have one or two of those ones, and then you have a team of people who come to the house. They wrap everything nicely. The models are there, but the ones I have experienced, or for those of people who have helped, who have shared or have had a chat with, based on the services that they got from this kind of business, they'd say the handling of the furniture, the handling of the kitchen materials is not very good. So somebody comes inside it's a very thriving business. It's actually a thriving business in Nairobi, Kenya. So someone will just come here, wrap up everything in my bedroom nicely, package it nicely, fridge, everything, dishes. You have their own cartons, moving boxes, and then now you go and set it up in the rooms the way it should have been in my house. Like, take the things in my master bedroom, you clean it very nicely, set up the things there, and then this person's job is probably to just wake up, brush it, and then you move to your next place. I know they're there, but it's a good business for you to do. The other business, which is actually should have been the first one I should have said, if you have the capacity to source solar you can do solar installation business, because remember, you're providing a solution. And you know, solar doesn't have to be just the expensive one. There is the solar lights, you know them, right? For people who are struggling, you know, power is a challenge here, and not everybody is able to access 24 hours of electricity. We don't. Like right now, my fan is on. I'm using solar as we speak to actually, during the day here we use solar, and it's quite expensive, I'm not gonna lie, but there are other solars which can at least provide light, ordinary sockets, like support fridge and what have you. You can niche it down, like you can make sure that everybody is catered for. You go down the hierarchy, let me call it that. But if you're able to source solar, bring it and sell and install it, then you are going to have some good competition, especially with the generators. Everybody deserves quiet, and then it's environment friendly. We have a lot of sunlight. If that is something you can do and you have good enough capital, set up a solar business. You will not go wrong. I promise. You will not go wrong, because people need to get rid of these generators like that, so that we can move into clean energy. Lastly but not least, this is a bonus tip, and there are many more that I can share. You can also be a florist. Like you can start a flower business, fresh flower business. You know, the other day my husband went and bought for me flowers, and there were like 6 roses inside there and just some other flowers there which are not that interesting. These same flowers, if I were to buy them in Nairobi, they'll probably be 800, 1,000 Kenyan shillings. But here, we bought it, I think total fee plus the vase was about 250K for flowers. I know, that's on the higher end. There are others which you can get somewhere cheaper. I don't know where, but I've tried before to buy bouquets of flowers. And people, trust me, they like flowers here. So if you know how you can bring your flowers in, I don't know if there's an area in Nigeria where they grow flowers, which is cold enough for flowers to do, because they are very delicate. Horticulture business is kind of, what was it called? Floriculture, horticulture, somewhere there. If you know where you can, like, you can go to Nairobi, talk to those people, ship them, bring, and then you sell it to people. Let me tell you, you make a lot of money. If you only knew the price of flowers. Flowers are very cheap. They are very cheap. But here in Lagos, no. You'd be coughing close to 160,000 for a small bouquet. But my husband just paid 200,000. For that small bouquet. I will try and insert the photo here for you guys to see. But that's all for today. Thank you so much for listening to me. If you enjoyed this video, please tell me what else would you want to hear from me. And I hope that I've helped a person, and I hope that I've given you an idea of something that you can do with your life. If you feel stuck, or if you're looking for a place to put your monies, now you have an idea what you can do. So thank you so much for watching, and see you on the next one. Bye.